right, cool. What are you doing this time?
Well, Gary, first off, let's play some rock, paper, scissors.
Oh, cool.
Okay.
You just flipped me off.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
That's not one of the moves.
And weirdly enough, you lost, so I'm going to pull this lever. Oh, man. Are you okay? You got kind of a welt, like a cartoonish welt popping out of your head. That might be a tumor.
Yeah, I don't have feeling in that head.
Oh, okay.
It's, yeah. All my feelings in the southern head, if you know what I mean. This head is just numb.
Here, let me. I wasn't sure what was. I'm not sure what was up there. Wait, no, I'm not. Let's not go gross with this one, Gary. Just something fell. I just put a bunch of shit up in that chute. It's my shit chute, okay. Gary.
Yeah, let's not go gross. Tell me more about your shit chute, Ross.
Well, no, my shit chute's where I keep things like this. Let me. It was covered in dust. It's Alex Kidd and the Enchanted Castle. Fuck, Gary.
Yeah, I know. Here's the thing. Well, my name is Gary Butterfield.
My name is Cole Ross.
This is Abject Suffering, the show where we pick games sometimes. People go to bat for this piece of shit.
Ooh, boy, do they.
It's weird. Like, I was listening to the Retronauts on Sonic.
Okay.
The Hedgehog. And they were talking about, you can't talk about Sonic without talking about the original Sega mascot, Alex Kidd. And, and Ray Barnholt, who I really love, as a guy who loves Sonic, and was like kind of defending this game specifically. Like, Bob is like, yeah, every time I play it, I get run over by a car right away, which is a thing that happens a lot in this game. And Ray's like, come on, jump, just kind of like, it's not actually hard. I played a lot of this game when I was young because it was a game my cousin had on the Sega, and I'm like, I like platformers, I like Mario. God, is this game fucking trash? And I just wanted to get it on the record. I mean, if you like Alex Kidd, you grew up with Alex Kidd, I still love you. But Alex Kidd and Enchanted Castle is trash.
Yeah, this is bad. Yeah, well, it is the most up-to-date and state-of-the-art that Alex Kidd ever got.
This is the Alex Kidd technologies. Yeah. Have never been more advanced.
We're about to reveal the greatest Alex Kidd ever. It is our fastest Alex. It's still kind of slow and floaty and shitty. Fuck.
Yeah. It is. His otherworldly giant fist still does not have enough range.
Yeah, when he and his strange wedge foot.
Oh man, that foot. The entire steez of this game is just something else.
It really is. And so I think that one of the reasons why people are going to go for this is because I don't know, like it felt like everybody was kind of clamoring for some kind of, it's almost like a feudalism kind of thing. Everybody wanted to be aligned with a mascot, and
sure.
This isn't so much, like, oh, Era of the Acrobat sucks because it's a mascot platformer and haha, everybody's doing it. It was a real phenomenon. Like, this is official Sega, and this is what they did. Like, Alex Kidd was king shit of Fuck Mountain during Master System times.
If you look at this guy, you think that he's like a real little weirdo, but he's probably got a huge hairy cock and like.
Well, then that's what comes out when you punch while he's ducking.
Yeah, it does. Ding 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 ding. It's so specifically like this is the beginning of that mascot nonsense,
right?
Where like Mario came around, everybody loves Mario, and then Sega's like, shit, we need a Mario. Mm-hmm. What do we like? Journey to the West, because like I feel like something like 80% of games that didn't come to the United States are based on Journey to the West.
Oh yeah.
And then
watch Nintendo. It's all Mahjong and Journey to the West. Yeah.
It's tons of Journey to the West. So it's like we need a little Monkey Boy. Everybody loves Monkey Boy. Mm-hmm. And they made Monkey Boy for the first version of this game, which my cousin also had because that was my Master System exposure. In Miracle World is Alex Kidd, that one. And it's the same thing. Like it's the same shitty, like floaty, bad platformer.
Yeah.
Colorful, but boss battles that are random and shitty, which we'll get into.
I didn't get to a boss battle. There are boss battles in this?
But they're the same thing as what you need to do to shop at the store. It'd be like if your Final Fantasy boss battle was like buy 10 potions. You know, like it's just jankin'.
Yep.
You know, it's
I can't tell you.
Jankin'.
I can't tell you how bewildered I was when I went into the options, because I always check the options before I start a game. I'm a good boy. And just I saw a line item in the menu that just said Jenkin.
And then when you click it, it's like wizard bear. Like, what is happening? It's like, okay, I'll choose Jenkins submenu wizard, and then you're on a stage versus Noah, and a little monkey is cheering you on, and a teddy bear with an eye patch is cheering on Noah.
Is this the new Arcade Kids game?
It's so weird. You're just thinking about hands. What kind of hands should I think about? It's like you're Big B in this shit.
Wizard hands.
Like Big B is just like, oh man, Big B's scissors beats paper.
Oh God, I'm ambivalent about this. If at some point a wizard duel boiled down to like Big B's rock paper scissors, I would.
Oh, Big B's crushing fist versus Big B's like there's like a interposing palm or something like that. Yeah. I don't know if there's a scissors one, but like let's go back to 1989 Dragon Magazine and do an April Fool's issue.
Yeah.
You can write that shit.
Big B's whatever you call that gesture where you make a ring with one hand and then take the finger and put it through like you're fucking.
Oh,
Big
sure.
B's that.
Yeah, Big B's innuendo.
Yeah, Big B's
fingers.
fuck hand. Yeah.
Yeah, Big B's fucking fist. But like you're just thinking about hands
as opposed to Big B's fist fucking. That's in the Book of Foul Darkness.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah.
Sorry. Was that too much?
It's okay. No, I thought it's not too much. I thought we were already there. I thought Big B's fucking fist was already implied. Big B's fist fucking. Like, I guess like you can have a fucking fist that doesn't actually fuck.
Yeah, there's a chirality to that. I think you change the order around and all of a sudden it does something different.
Yeah, it becomes, yeah. So, but it's rock, paper, scissors, and something you may or may not know about rock, paper, scissors is it's often used to. For the listener, I know you know this, Cole, is it's used to determine who goes first in things because it's random.
Yep.
It's not a skill-based competition here, Alex Kidd.
Yep. Why is literally everything
based on this nonsense?
Yeah. So this popped up in earlier iterations. It was just a rock, paper, scissors simulator.
Check this out, Cole. No, it was still a platform.
Oh, yeah.
In Miracle World, the people you fight rock, paper, scissors against are humans with hands for heads that become the different symbols.
Oh, that's pretty good.
I'm actually really into that. And the boss of this is like a weird goblin with like Shiva arms that are all the different rock, paper, scissors arms. Is the end boss of it, Alex Kidd in Enchanted Castle.
How bizarre.
It's how bizarre. Yep. By the rights. It's fucking weird. Like it is weird, but not so bad. Like that's such a like. Well, it'd be like if you got to Bowser and you guys do a coin flip off or whatever. You know, it's fucking stupid.
Yeah,
Damn it, Sega.
It barely worked for me in Bioshock Infinite. But it's like, but like it never feels satisfying to play. Like to play rock, paper, scissors with a computer, right? Like it was my least favorite thing in the Gold Saucer on Final Fantasy VII was like one of those. It was like the punching game that was just rock, paper, scissors, right?
Oh yeah, like high, low, the blocking and stuff.
Yeah, just like just guess what I'm going to do, and
it's how you fight the Saladron in Princess Tomato and the Salad Kingdom as well.
But I
don't want anything that sullies the Saladron.
There's nothing. There's nothing that makes it feel satisfying because I can barely be convinced that it is not just seeing my input and deciding, okay, do we want you to win or lose right now?
Well, do some deep Alex Kidd lore because I played this game a lot when I was young. So it doesn't do that usually. They have set things they just do. However, you can get a pendant that lets you read people's minds and then they get a little thought bubble, but then they try to trick you. So they switch to fist, so you switch to paper, and then right at the last second they switch.
Okay. And
try to fuck you up. So they don't try to kind of like juke you out unless you can read their minds. So,
yeah, it's not a very satisfying contest. Even
no.
There's no anything to it.
and it's boss battles and how you buy every item. There's all these like little single setup huts that are theaters full of like the merchant who looks like Panthro from Thundercats, and it's just like he's there's just like a table with a pogo stick. He's like, "Will you bet your life?" Like, what? No,
but I don't lose my.
Well, yeah, you don't actually lose your life.
So that's very confusing.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. At first, I thought you did.
Right.
I couldn't remember, and I was like, "Oh man, how did I ever get to like the 5th stage of this game as a kid?"
Yeah,
if like literally to buy an item, you have to, and it just becomes really tedious. Like it costs $50 and this stupid waste of your time,
right,
to get the items.
Yeah, well, it doesn't cost $50. It costs 50 through infinite if you just keep losing. Yeah, exactly. Like you don't get the thing no matter what. Right.
So you have to win, and it takes so long.
Mm-hmm.
It is so tedious, and it's such a bad like design decision in a game that's like full of bad design decisions.
Yeah.
Like that is by far, and there are a couple cool things, but that is by far the most annoying fucking thing.
Yeah.
That like single-handedly kind of ruins this game.
Yeah. In the Japanese version of whoever lost had their clothes taken away, and they had to like walk sheepishly off. In the American version, a large weight drops on the person. So
also in the Japanese version, when you turn nude, Alex has a tiny little elephant covering his dick, like a little cartoon elephant.
It was a fig leaf.
It's according to Hardcore Gaming 101, it's a tiny elephant.
Oh God. It's
definitely a fig leaf in the picture. What are you talking about, Hardcore Gaming 101? I give you money on Patreon. I don't pay for this shit. It's not a tiny elephant.
I mean, in fairness, this does kind of seem like the game that would have like a tiny elephant.
That would be
that covers
cool.
up a wing wong.
I would like a little elephant wingman to like.
Oh, just an elephant codpiece? Yeah.
Oh man, yeah, like a Dangerous Sea, Hotline Miami 3. Where all these cool dudes who fuck just have different animal cods.
Is that the name of the gang? Cool dudes who fuck?
Who want to have different animal cods.
Yep.
And you just get, Perturberator on the soundtrack and just... I'd play it.
Oh, man.
Alex's outfit that he's wearing in the earlier version, and a little bit in this version, kind of looks a little bit like an X-Men outfit, or like that outfit that Sean Connery wears in Zardoz.
Oh yeah, the diaper.
With like like a little bit like the diaper, but with a red suit under it.
Yeah. I'm always down for a Zardoz reference. Thank you for that.
Yeah, man, I'm into that diaper. So.
Yeah. So let's talk about the actual platforming. So this is tough, right? Like, because the actual game itself, outside of this bizarre rock paper scissors fixation, it's as basic as an Instagram post about PSL, pumpkin spice latte. Like
pumpkin
spice latte. That's a member of the Cool Guys Who Fuck.
Yeah. Hello. they name me after what I do.
But there's not an awful lot to this platforming aside from enemies that hove left and right, and occasionally get this, in some of the levels, just pop out from the ground randomly and kill you.
That sucks. There are secrets, like if you jump in the right places, you'll bash into the ground.
Right.
So like there's a couple of secret things, but for the most part, and there's a couple of levels where you can take different paths.
Yeah.
So there's a water level. How far did you get, Cole?
I got to the pyramid.
Okay, so you did the water level, I think.
Yeah, the water level with buoyancy. Why would you put buoyancy in your fucking swimming mechanics?
Tons of buoyancy, like way more buoyant than like any human has ever been.
Yeah,
it's because he goes down to Brazil and does that thing where you inject your butt full of air to make it bigger.
Are you thinking of synthol? Are you talking about like where they inject oil?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
not air. You realize people are not turning themselves into blow-up dolls, right?
People will die from that.
Yeah. It gets infected and real gross.
Too soon.
Yeah.
When I was back home, I watched a little bit of Vice TV.
Okay.
The Vice, there was a document. There's like a running show that's about like fashion and dance culture. In different countries.
Like an HBO thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was on the Vice channel, but it's like that's more or less what it was. And they had one about the Congo, and in fashion, like you want to be a thick lady in the Congo, which I can get down with. There's like a local cultural icon named Chicken Thighs, who's like this thick lady. But the way that they do it, there's like this rumor that like you mix bouillon, and then you inject it into your butt. And the idea is that like your lower body will absorb the nutrients and make you have like thicker thighs and butt from injecting soup, as it like butt chug the soup essentially. And I was watching it and I had to go because, you know, one of my friends was picking me up. And I watched it, like this lady kind of like, you know, explain to this journalist like what they do about injecting the soup into their butt. And just as I was leaving, it cut to a doctor, and the doctor's just shaking his head and looked really sad. It's like really good timing, and that's all I saw. Like the aftermath was just like, oh no!
I love that kind of edit.
I'm way into that editing too. Like it's like this is good.
Man, this is a very interesting Google image search.
Wait, you're looking at butt chugging soup?
No, I'm not looking. It's not
don't
that.
Look at that.
It's it is pictures of what I assume it's this woman, interspersed with some very delicious looking like chicken and rice dishes, kind of stuff. Like there appear to be a lot of very colorful sauces working, but then just like okay, sauce. There's an actual chicken thigh, big butt. Yeah.
Oh, you're looking at chicken thigh?
Yeah.
Nice, yeah. The cultural hero.
When you say injecting bouillon into their butt, I picture like getting a tetanus shot or something like that.
No. It's literally up the butthole.
Okay, yeah,
like a soup enema, but you try to keep as much of it in so your body will absorb the soup.
Campbell's enema. Yeah.
It's a brand of bouillon. And that's what they call it. I can't remember. It's like I can't remember the name of the brand, but it's like it was like Mago maybe or something like that.
Okay.
But the name, what they call is like Mago Magic. Or is the name of like the technique.
And it's made for butts.
It's made for soup.
Okay.
Cool. But it works. It works in either case. Like
it works.
Yeah, just the guy, you send you that gif of that doctor going, no. Like,
how the fuck did we get on butt chugging soup?
Because nope. Okay.
You could.
Thought I had it.
We can't trace it back. This is we haven't recorded for like 2 weeks, so we're just kind of shaking the cobwebs off.
Yeah, I don't remember. We were talking about Alex Kidd.
Okay, good start.
And go. The like secrets in the levels, slippery platforming.
Yeah.
You die in one hit to everything, and then you turn into an Alex Kidd ghost and go up to heaven.
I love that. I love the death animation in this. As frustrating as dying is, because you're never really certain if your kick is going to deploy.
The kick sucks so bad. Like you can't do a jump attack unless you get to the height of your jump.
Mm-hmm.
If you get to the maximum apex of your jump, then you will deploy your weird wedge foot. And then if the wedge foot hits something, great. But if you land on it with like your other leg, you get hurt and die.
Right.
That sucks.
Yeah. And so when you die, like you said, he turns into a ghost. I just love that. I love, go straight to heaven. Do not pass go. Do not go like $200.
Yeah. There's no like weighing in on Alex Kidd's life. It's just assumed he's a good boy.
Yeah. He's the protagonist.
That's true.
Look at him being so creepy on the cover. So it's funny on the cover, he looks like a Popeye style protagonist kind of person.
Yeah.
But in the game, he's got like creepy little elf ears and strange proportions.
He's much more anime, like super deformed anime style in the game.
Right.
And then this drawing is very like Western, like high res Archie.
Yeah. It's a little, I mean, let's harken way back. It's a little kid cool.
Oh yeah. A little bit. I'm glad you're looking at the cover. Direct your eyes to the lower left of the cover, that weird golem thing with the arms. That's the M-Boss with sunglasses. And
I'm way down with sunglasses arms golem.
He looks like a muscle figure, like those little...
Ultimate Muscles?
Yeah.
I never understood who those were for. Like...
I don't know. They were those things have a really interesting kind of history to them. Like I always liked them because they were weird. Like, oh, this guy is dressed up like this guy's a wall and this guy's a bomb. And the end of this game. So the story of this, you're looking for your long lost father, King Thor, who has gone to Paper Rock Island,
of course,
where everybody loves Jenkem. And you go through. So I watched a speed run of this. It's a 9.5 minute long speed run. You get through all of the levels except for the last one in 4 minutes, and the last level takes 5 minutes to beat because it is like a Sen's Fortress. Like you get to the end and it is this like thing full of like traps and tricks and switches and stuff.
Okay.
It's very weird. You get to the end, you fight this weird muscle guy with all the arms, and then find out that he's not actually, your father was not kidnapped by him. He was actually enslaving this guy or something. Like this guy was his servant. And then there's like this weird implied line about your father kind of subjugating these people. And then it just says everyone got along. And then it says the end. Like it just works out. Like your father was a conqueror and you didn't realize it.
Yeah.
It's very strange. Like the plot of this game is really, really weird.
You know,
also, there's no enchanted castle. It's like a sky fortress that you end up in.
You know, I am totally okay with this as long as I have a place in the pantheon. It's fine.
Oh, sure. Like a benevolent dictator. Land. Yeah, I would, you know.
There's no saying it's benevolent. Like, you know, Alex has been just trucking and fucking his way through this whole through this whole land, right?
Systematically slaughtering the natives.
Yeah, and you know, he gets to the end, finds out like, oh, okay, well, all that you see, anything the sun touches is yours, my son. Like, all right, cool.
Yeah, it already was, but whatever, pops.
Yeah. So let's resurrect Armsy, and you know, let's get a little bit of subjugation on.
Armsy doesn't die; he just loses his arms, and he just becomes torso-y.
Well, what is Armsy without his arms? Come on, he's useless.
It's incredibly sad. Like he's no longer useful as a vassal.
It's pointless. It's pointless, is what it is, Gary.
Yeah. Yeah. He's just like a torso with sunglasses that kind of wiggle worms his way through life. Fucking unreasonably depressing.
Yeah, somebody you got to have somebody feed him baby food like he's RoboCop.
He gets to go live in the bottom of this pyramid and have an army of toy soldiers that are
not an army. Come on.
Oh, I guess we don't want to give him an army.
No, I mean he doesn't have arms. You can't have an army if you don't have arms. Okay.
We give him a leggy of toy soldiers.
Yep, there we go.
Yeah, it's bonkers, but it is also incredibly hard to play. You have an inventory in this game.
I didn't figure that out.
So you have to win rock, paper, scissors to buy things. So it's like kind of tedious to get stuff. And the stuff is useful. Like you get a bracelet that they last until you die. And you can equip and unequip them so they don't go away when you die if it's unequipped, which is pretty cool.
Right.
You get a bracelet that lets you shoot rather than like your little ineffectual like punch.
Yeah.
The coolest thing is you get vehicles. There's a rad motorcycle, which you're invincible, but once you hit a wall, you die. So you have to the speed run is actually really neat because you equip and unequip it to slow down like really fast. And then, but the worst thing is you get this pedicopter thing. So you didn't get the inventory? You didn't try the pedicopter?
No, I didn't try it. I see a write up about it, but I do not actually.
Like I think so. You tap jump to use the pedicopter.
This is a pedal powered helicopter.
Yes, not a pedocopter.
Right.
But you have to tap jump so fucking fast to stay airborne. It's like it's real. Like I'm putting the amount of work into the controller that I would need to put to actually keep myself aloft by pedaling. Yeah,
you're playing you're playing a track and field game.
It's ridiculous. Like that game that's in the arcade. Sometimes it's just a bike hooked up to the game where you just the bike up hills and shit.
Don't trick me into exercise.
Yeah, I'll just exercise on my own.
Fine. I will play a video game while I exercise. That's how I do it. But
yeah,
I'm not going to pay you for the privilege. Come on, GameWorks.
Put $1 into the arcade. Yeah, okay, Dave, you buster. I
don't even know. Does GameWorks still exist?
Oh, I think so.
Yeah.
So I never beat this as a kid because the last level was really, really hard, but I got really far in it, and it was just the kind of thing where you just have to play it because it's around, and I liked platformers and it's colorful, but God, did I fucking hate this game on revisit. Thus I picked it.
Yeah, no. So yeah, this is one that you picked. I just can't imagine going to bat for it today, but then again, there are people who will fucking die on the Donkey Kong Country hill. I think Donkey Kong Country is a better game than this.
I think that's true too.
Yeah,
and that's me. Like it's rare for me to say something. The something we have in all the games we're doing today is that they are games people will die for.
I have a very hard time believing that about something coming out, not the next episode, but the one after.
I have no order what we're doing.
Oh, okay.
I know which one you're referring to. Is it the one with two people in the title, or
the one with two people in the title?
People will do it, man. Yeah, I've read it, and the actual. So let's not get into it, but there are versions of that's reasonable, that are reasonable. But I've seen people go to bat for the version we're going to play too.
Yeah.
It's bonkers, man. Like it is, and I get it. Like you can't separate your your childhood memories of stuff. It's if you're a little Sega kid and like this is all you have instead of Mario, that's fucking sad, and I feel bad for you, son.
But if you're a little, jeez, if you're a little Sega kid, you have Sonic. And
eventually you get Sonic,
but like this one right here,
this was post Sonic.
Yeah, this came out in like 1991, and so like on the Master System, but like
1989, like this is pretty old.
Oh shit, yeah, I didn't realize that. Huh. Yeah,
so I don't know when Sonic 1 came out.
It was like 1990 or 1991, something like that.
So yeah, this predates Sonic. So this is before you get Sonic. Yeah. Sonic was made directly to like, let's actually have a mascot. Let's get together a committee to
let's engineer
a mascot. This is kind of like if you force somebody to just kind of cobble together like a mascot, like just without thinking about it or something, or got like made them spin around with a blindfold and they thought they were going to play like pinata, but they actually just like sat them down at a drafting board and was like, give us a Mario. I like something
can
like
we Rostify him by 10%?
That's
Sonic.
Yeah. This is not that. This is without that committee.
Yeah. This is a game that that existed, and it was kind of No Man's Sky. It feels like a little bit like it existed, and then like a publisher came in and said, "Haha, do you want some marketing?"
Oh, sure.
Yeah,
I like the idea of Alex Kidd in No Man's Sky. Like you just have to walk up to every resource and just punch it with your tiny little like
with your tiny little dick hand,
your 6-inch fist.
Yeah, with your big beast fuck hand.
Yeah,
yeah. When you recommended this or when you put it forward, I thought that we were going to be playing Adventure Island, which is a game that I have some affection for because it was like I think on some kind of a like arcade machine, maybe like a Play Select or something like that at a hotel we used to go to. And I remember liking Adventure Island, but that's Hudson.
Yeah, I'm down for Adventure Island.
Yeah,
like this because Adventure Island has that weird history, like. And it could be like you could see a universe in which an Alex Kidd is secretly an Adventure Island game,
right? And
part of the Monster Boy, Wonder Boy or whatever.
Yeah.
Kind of weird tenderly franchise. But
yeah,
this is definitely sub Adventure Island. I think.
Yeah. Go ahead.
I was gonna say there's lots of weird things this kid gets up to. Like he goes to Shinobi World at one point, which is very strange. Like he just lives in the world of Shinobi, like the Sega platformer Shinobi. Yeah,
huh.
That weird, like that period of pre-Sonic Sega mascots is very strange. Like,
yeah, I remember. I need to go back and revisit Shinobi. I liked Shinobi a lot when I played it in arcades, and also the PS2 Shinobi ain't bad.
Shinobi's not so bad.
Right.
Like I've never played the PS2 one, but the old Sega ones are not too bad. Like they're weird, they're kind of stiff.
Yeah.
But there's one where you fight like Spider-Man and stuff. Like that's pretty cool.
The PS2 Shinobi is like a really quick character action kind of thing. I think it might have been like pre Devil May Cry, but it was very much about like mobility more than anything. I don't know. That is a game that I'll go to bat for, even though it is hard as balls.
I can see that.
Yeah, but for sure. what role does Alex Kidd have in Shinobi World?
He goes and fights stuff in it. Like they just kind of. I don't think it was originally an Alex Kidd game. They just kind of like shunt him into it. There's a BMX challenge game with him. That's an overhead racing game with Alex Kidd. Like
no, there isn't.
Alex Kidd BMX trial. It's real, man. I don't think that ever came to the United States, but it's a Master System version. But they just kind of like, you can kind of see Sega not really understanding how mascots work.
Right.
Because Nintendo did that too, where like Mario would show up in these other games, but they weren't like he would be an inconsequential role in them. Like it didn't matter that he was the referee in Punch Out or that he was the golfer in golf,
Right. Yeah. Like Mario didn't bring any of himself aside from just a base appearance.
You didn't just put like Mario inside Mega Man and just have it control like Mega Man, except you see Mario. That's what they did with Alex Kidd.
Yeah.
They just kind of shunted him into some weird other platformers.
Yeah. So like it wasn't, so it's like still set dressing. There's something that feels different. And I'm not satisfied with myself that I can't articulate the difference.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just Mario. It's Mario is defined as a platformer, but he's not defined in any other way. Eventually, that would become not true,
Right?
As
right.
it, because Mario Kart is its own defined thing as well.
Yeah, yeah.
But at least in this era, when they were kind of trying to figure out genres better and how to like make these games and make them work, Alex Kidd just kind of was pasted onto everything.
Yeah.
And part of it is just they're like way worse games. But part of it is just that like you could pick up an Alex Kidd and have one of it be this like floaty, classic, shitty Alex Kidd controls, and then pick up another Alex Kidd and have it control like pretty differently.
Yeah.
Because I remember not a Shinobi World. I played Alex Kidd in the Lost Stars as well, which is pretty different. Like feels pretty different. There's also Alex Kidd in like, what is it? In High Tech World, aka Alex Kidd High Tech.
That was the Alice Kidd VR Troopers merger.
It's very strange. High Tech World, the cover is him with his gigantic fist just punching a ninja, and then later came Shinobi World. Like I don't, Sega, fucking figure it out.
Yeah,
man.
you're very confused. It seems. I think you guys need some help. Pick a fucking lane, Sega.
Yeah, like I know. This is just
I have a lot of affection for you, Sega, but just chill out for like a second.
Exhibit A, man.
So a mascot question. Would Mario Kart have been successful, or would it have had as much legs, do you think, if it was not Mario Kart, but like Nintendo Racers with a
like
Z?
new character or something like that?
No, like just think like a Smash Brothers approach to to Nintendo, to a racing kind of thing. Like, do you think that by marketing Mario Kart as like, hey, this is a Mario game, they bought themselves something by attaching it to a character people loved, as opposed to the company that they are, at the expense of kind of giving themselves kind of like a more narrow range of characters to pull from?
I think that it would end up having the same effect, because if they did like Nintendo Racers.
With a Z,
would have like the
it's
same
very important.
Cover.
Good.
Yeah. It would still be like, Mario would be right up front. It would just need to have Samus and Link behind him. Mm-hmm. Like one of those fuckers from the Wrecking Crew. Like I think they would be very similar, and I think that would actually be pretty cool.
Yeah.
That makes me want that to exist.
Yeah,
like,
I want that real bad, actually.
Just kind of inception that into my brain. Like, man, like I care more about, like I would be into those other weird Nintendo characters. Like I like being able to play as Boo and stuff, but opening it up is a good idea. I'm really surprised they haven't done that as like an unlockable character or something. Yeah,
me too. Like I had a lot of hope for Mario Kart 8, I think, whatever the Wii U one was, when they were really leaning on DLC. I wanted them to kind of roll that in, but instead they just gave us like Mercedes and BMWs and shit.
Well, they did levels though. Like you can get a DLC that's like race around Hyrule.
Oh shit, yeah, you're right.
But you can't race as Link though.
Yeah.
It's very strange.
I'm just really ready for the Smash Brothers-ification of the racing game, because I think that would be a net positive for them.
Oh yeah, well, and as far as like companies, kind of first party, like there's very few kind of companies that have a stable of characters that I actually think are almost entirely a win.
Right.
Like a Nintendo racer game like that, like a Smash Brothers, that works for me in a way that like. A Sony one.
Oh
like
yeah, that Sony Smash Brothers thing. Yeah,
at least half of those I don't give a shit about at the
right.
At the least. And then like even something like Squaresoft, where I like that. Like you're still going to be like, I don't care about racing around as a Xenogear.
about Jimmy Eargaze.
Yeah. And then Tobal number 2. I don't dare race around as old Tobal. Hello.
My name's Tobal.
Yeah, this is my brother Tobal number 1. Like I don't need that. So like I can't think of another company, other than like maybe if they did like FromSoft Racers, I'd be into it.
Yeah.
Because it's like I'll play all my favorite characters, like that weird little gopher from Shadow Tower, something like that. Like
yeah.
Okay. Did on GameFAQs there's a couple of things of note.
Yeah, it was a little late, but I have one or two things.
So we can see if we have the same things or if we have different things. So one that I just think is, and this is not GameFAQs gold, but just kind of silver. On the message board, I love this guy who's like, my accounting book made a reference to Alex Kidd.
I've got that tab open in front of me right now.
I think this is very like, I like this guy's joke that he's making, that he brought it up, and I like this accounting book.
Me too.
In the accounting book, it says, question, Genesis company designated Alex Kidd as petty cash custodian. What the fuck does that mean?
I was reading more into it than there actually is.
Yeah, we almost have to, because like, what a weird thing to show up in your Genesis company.
Genesis company, like, and it should say the Genesis company or something like that. Like that tripped me up for like a solid 45 minutes. No,
well, and also that company has a very specific name that's not hard to find.
Right,
like they sing it at the beginning of every game. Like, but then he's the petty cash custodian.
I don't know what that is. Is it a custodian they pay out of petty cash? I don't understand that.
I assume it's the person who has custody over petty cash, but
right.
That's never just somebody's job.
No.
Like, maybe there's a comptroller or whatever in your office that takes care of petty cash, but usually petty cash is just like a thing, and you sign out for it. And then you leave a receipt. You're like, oh, I had to go buy some cups because we ran out of cups.
Yeah. The quest for cups. Alex Kidd and the quest for cups.
I'd be into that.
Yeah.
And then the guy who posted this, PMAC, he's like, there's still hope in education. And I'm like, I'm pretty into this line too, PMAC.
Yep, me too.
Like me and you, buddy.
Yeah, it's like if I found that, I would smile. Like it would be, that's neat.
Genesis company designated Alex Kidd. That's such a good sentence. Designated Alex Kidd as petty cash custodian. ... I'm into that.
His SIG. I tried going to the URL that's in his signature. This was 7 years ago, so this is definitely not the case. But it says HRC videos and scores. I can't see HRC without thinking Hillary Rodham Clinton.
Yeah.
So I was like, wait a minute, is this like a conspiracy? No, it's not. It's totally not a conspiracy theory.
It's not Accounting Gate or whatever. Fucking petty cash gate. What else you got?
Alex Kidd got access.
The pizza parlor is full of Alex Kids. They've got all these Alex Kids in the basement.
Jesus, fuck.
Oh man, I mean, the Pizzagate is one of those perpetual things we have in the back pocket for like a real slow game where we can deconstruct some of that nonsense.
I suppose that is rapidly losing
cultural cachet.
Yeah, I think so.
I have to sell all my shirts.
No, to ship them to Africa, where all the losing conspiracy shirts go. Yeah.
Man.
No.
So
they're like, so you definitely you swooped this. This is Game Facts Bronze. There's a fact by Gav Loves GA. I don't know who.
I've got that open as well.
Okay. At the very bottom, he says, hey, if you get stuck, just write to gavlovesga at AOL.com, but please only write me. No IMs. I can't. I just can't, guys. Like, I want to make myself available, but not too available. Don't fucking IM me.
Just this guy waking up in the middle of the night in 2002 to an IM about an Alex Kidd and Enchanted Castle question.
Yeah.
Like, it's just astounding. Like, and it happened enough for him to put a disclaimer in.
Yeah. Like, I've had to revoke the privileges. If you have my address, please stop.
There's the reviews are all over the place. There's a really shitty review here from Truck 101 called for $150 Canadian, it was worth it.
Oh no. But still, so like we have established at least a baseline here. $150 Canadian is worth at least 4.5 stars. I don't want to think what a 5.5 would have like. The numerical value that he would assign to a 5-star.
He says he has a donate button next to his SIG, which part of me is just like, I'm gonna give this guy $1 on PayPal. Just be like, love the review.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't understand. We've seen that a couple times, and that's a fairly recent development in the lifespan of the show.
It makes sense as on a fact, but on this review,
so
here's the review. Alex Kidd is a funny, and he says platformer like plat-former. So it makes me really think like platformer. Like it makes me want to pronounce it differently, even though I don't have to. But
Alex Kidd you pronounce it like the G-Man. It's the most fun platformer.
Alex Kidd is a funny platformer, and it has the potential to be the most fun platformer ever. From a flying monkey boy to cars that die in a single punch, this game is first bit to last bit fun. Some have called it a childish game. However, answer me this. Can a child be smart enough to solve certain parts of this game? Read on to gameplay to find out. What are you doing? I know you're in Canada. Like you speak English, buddy.
I imagine there are a lot of immigrants to Canada.
That's probably true. So I think that it's also just he's a bad writer. I think this is poorly constructed sentences that make this seem pretty shitty.
Oh, this is new. So originally posted in April of 2006, but he went back and he updated it in 2009.
That's when he added the PayPal link. I guarantee it. Like 3.5 years later, he's like, you know what? That review's not really getting me the kind of action I want.
You can't. You know what? You can't catch a fish if you don't cast out the line.
That's true. I Truck 101. I salute you.
Yeah, no, you have to be industrious.
Yeah,
you know,
he's a good truck.
He's a good truck. It's a good truck, Brent.
He's a good truck, Brent. He's only done one actual walkthrough, which is to a game called Vinny's Tomb that has no art. I don't know who Vinny is or why he gets a tomb. History/story of Vinny's Tomb. Vinny's Tomb is a game made by Reldney Productions in Edmonton, Canada in 1999. During Global Star Software.
Oh, it's like a shareware kind of thing.
Vinny's Tomb Chapter 2.
The story,
Shine and Glow Vinny.
The story begins with a clown named Vinny, and he goes out to search for his ancestral tomb. Oh no! An ancestral clown!
No, I didn't realize which clowns.
He begins, funnily enough, in Edmonton and travels to many different odd and humorous places. He can use many different varieties of items, and every item, no matter how stupid it is necessary to complete the game.
Cole, I think I know what your pick is for next time we get a pick.
Don't force my hand.
No, I don't want to, but on the wiki for Vinny's Tomb, Vinny's Tomb is a location in the Vinny's Tomb games.
Copyright 2006. Christian Giacconi Bonagaru, aka Truck Fried Struck, Truck 11, Truck 111, Truck _1_0_1_.
Why is it all this guy's truck aliases? Vinny's Tomb looks pretty special if you take a look at it. Just saying. I feel like we could do worse than Vinny's Tomb. There's one with this like really terrifying drawn horse who's addressing a little yellow-faced man in a pair of sunglasses on the ground. Sure, that fool Snake and his queer lounge king brother think they have a monopoly on Vinny's Tomb keys. They don't know that I have amassed a collection of them, along with expensive trinkets from the Franklin Mint.
That is a thumbnail for a video entitled Vinny's Tomb - Invisible Whores.
Man, Vinny's Tomb is good. I'll pick it if you don't. We can do it in 2 months. I will.
Okay.
I'll sacrifice a pick to Vinny's Tomb.
This is ridiculous. It's like a sub chips challenge level tile play. Yeah.
Bernice, Hot Dog Dragon, Patrick McGee, Dorky, Loudmouth, Pasquale, Fab Freddy. Oh, Fab Freddy's the Kook and Evil Witch. That's another Reldney production, though. I feel like Reldney Productions is probably a pretty rich vein.
What's Reldney? Okay,
it's the company that made Vinny's Tomb.
Oh, okay.
So,
like you said that like we'd encountered them before.
No, I know, but I don't think we have. I think it's probably a pretty rich vein, though. I feel like Reldney's Productions is probably something we could do.
Yeah.
Sidecast about if we had to. Anywho, thanks, me.
Yes,
for suggesting this.
Do you want to take a bet at who suggested this before?
Oh, let's. Is it Sam Bear?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Okay, that's like the only bet I'm willing to make for.
Yep,
that kind of thing.
That's Sir's getting up there. Maybe more weird and old than bad, but I played the shit out of this game with my friends as a kid for some reason. You and Gary both, Sam.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just summers over at my cousin's house and he had all the best Sega games too, but then he also just had some. I was too young to understand Herzog Zwei, so
yeah. Man, I just like it's a batting average thing, right? Like you're gonna
Anywho, thank you very much, Sam, for suggesting this. Thanks everybody for listening.
Mm-hmm. Thanks Gary for covering this because it is a blind spot for me. I didn't mean to take off your
my admin role.
Yeah.
No, it's okay. I'm glad now it's your completion. You fully can digivolve into a Sega kid now that you're familiar with the canon of Alex Kidd. Sega Kids should just be called Alex Kids.
I came after Alex Kidd. I'm not comfortable fully owning that as
I'm a Sonic teen.
I mean, yeah, kinda.
Yes. My like old surf music is always my like badass. Like,
yeah. So something a dad in a sweater would listen to on a fucking hi-fi.
You know how badass the Ventures are?
Is he playing on one fucking string? Yeah. You're a dick, Dale.
But thank you for listening. This is the first episode that'll come out in the new year, right? No. Episode came out today. But this is the first episode of recording the new year, so thank you for joining us in 2017. And thank you for everything. If you want to support the show, what Cole's trying to get something in.
I can say we've got some cool stuff coming up, everything across the network. I'm very, very excited. 2017, it's a rebuilding year for everybody. But no, I'm happy to have you guys along for the ride. If they want to support us, they can go to patreon.com/Duckfeed.tv.
Yeah,
I don't know why I said that like a douchebag. If you go there, and if you have a couple bucks to spare, people doing that over the course of the past couple of years now have made a huge difference for us in being able to do this show weekly, kind of famously and firstly, and then a bunch of other stuff, new shows coming down the pike, new shows that started up here recently. Your generosity is life-changing, and it does help us, be a little bit braver with the things that we try and do.
Yeah. Yeah, it is a really direct and awesome way for you to say, like, hey, we dig it.
Yep.
And we appreciate it.
What else can they do, Gary?
Well, ratings and reviews are very useful. For the show, I understand it's hard to kind of explain the appeal of the show. So rating and reviews are very nice, but you can also tell people about it. Instead of being like, hey, you like Solar Jet Man, check this out. You can explain what the show is about. Yeah. That ends up having people on message boards call me a fool. But
has that happened recently? I think I don't know what you're searching for that pulls this up, because I see general stuff about the show, but not specifically people calling you a fool.
There's a weird guy who called me out for thinking Crash Bandicoot games are bad in an episode where we were, and that was I think they brought up Solar Jet Man as well.
Okay.
Where this guy, that guy was something else, where his weird like crusade for C+ platformers.
We talked about him shortly after we did the Aero the Acrobat. I about said Aerobiz.
Yeah, the Aerobiz, the Acrobat Holdings company. But yeah, so rather than just drop it in a thing, be like, hey, this is what it is. That helps us out a lot, because it is a hard show to explain.
Right.
I think. And then Duckfeed.tv /store, listening to other shows on the network, things like that. Those are all super helpful.
Yeah.
So I think that's probably about it.
I think so.
Who is Alex Dog? 2 G's?
See, I knew by the way you pronounced it that there were 2 G's.
Yeah, dog. I couldn't remember how we ended the show.
Oh no, I was about to ask you what we should do until next time, and that is not the way that goes ever.
No, that's it's hard to remember sign offs.